Ashamed to ask, ashamed to admit, got Jewy questions. This is it, this is it. Wise, wicked, simple, or unsure how to ask. We'll open up the books, the ark. We'll open up your cynical heart. No such a thing as a dumb question, okay, that's mostly true. Tammy and Shoshana are here for you. Ashamed to admit, ashamed to ask.
It's everything you didn't get in Jewish studies class. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Ashamed to Admit. I'm Shoshana Gottlieb Becker, and I am not ashamed to admit that I hate it when at a Jewish wedding you break the glass and then everyone cheers. That's my least favorite thing about the wedding ceremony.
Unpopular opinion.
And this is my co-host and sometimes nemesis, writer and marriage celebrant, Tammy Sussman.
And I'm not ashamed to admit that one or more of the couples that I have married over the past 12 years is now divorced. And the reason why I'm not ashamed to admit that is because people ask me, oh, have any of the couples you've married divorced? Like it's somehow my responsibility.
Do you have to charge less now that you have some divorces under your belt?
Again, I am not their couples counselor. I am their marriage celebrant. I'm not engaged in the service of officiating their wedding or their marriage because I think that they are well suited to each other.
So you're doing it just for the check.
I'm not invested in whether the marriage works out. What I'm invested in is that they have a freaking good wedding. Anyhow. The reason why marriage is on our mind, weddings and such, is because today we're about to talk Jewish weddings. This is our Jewish wedding special.
Part
2.
This is the first. We never had a sequel before.
It's true.
We have enough episodes that now we have a sequel episode.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
We couldn't get through all the info in our first Jewish wedding episode.
I thought we got through it all, but
No,
apparently not.
we didn't.
Okay.
No, so if you haven't listened to that, go back to episode 9, listen to that one. Speaking of the number 7, I think the reason why 7 was on my mind.
You'd seen it written in the notes like 5 times.
Yeah, is because 7 is a significant number in Jewish mysticism, in Kabbalah.
7 is a significant number.
And did you just make that song up now?
Yeah, I did.
And it's a significant number in the context of Jewish weddings.
Yeah.
So in our first episode, I mentioned, or you mentioned that did you mention the circling 7 times, or you just mentioned the 3 parts to a Jewish wedding?
Can't remember. It's been a long time since episode 9.
Okay. Well, in our notes, you have here that traditionally the bride circles the groom 7 times.
Yes, that's what's happened. That happens.
And that 7 represents perfection or completeness and holiness.
Are we just going to read our show notes
Yeah,
for the rest of the
let's just
episode?
do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So is this something, I mean, people who may have been to a Jewish wedding might have seen that there's some circling that takes place.
Well, there's lots of 7s. There's a handful of 7s to do with Jewish weddings.
And it's in the Jewish wedding because it's stipulated in the Torah, or because it's just become kind of...
It's a custom from the Talmud.
Okay.
Yeah, because again, the only thing that's kind of in the Torah is the Kiddushin stuff.
Yep.
Right, and we spoke about that, like the 3, you can get married by monetary transaction or through a document that intends like your intentions of marriage, or actually like through like consummating the marriage.
Yeah.
That's all like the Torah stuff. Anything else is later Talmudic, cultural, like customs that have been brought out.
Okay.
But yeah, 7. So 7's an important number. You'll hear it a lot. And 7 in Judaism, like you've already read so nicely.
Thank you.
Sight read. 7 is wholeness, completeness, right? There's the 7 days of creation, which is, that the full natural world. You've got the Shemitah cycle. So in Jewish, in all of like the laws, you let the land rest every 7 years.
Is that what Shemitah means?
Yeah. So every 7th year of produce is a rest year.
Okay.
It's called Shemitah, and then there's an overall like 49, 50-year cycle outside of that. So there's clearly an importance of the natural world is sevens, and then there's other sevens that come up. The rabbis say that like every seventh is blessed, which means that, you know, the seventh day is Shabbat, it's blessed. The seventh year is the Shemitah year, it's blessed. They have this genealogical list from Adam to whoever comes after. It's like the seventh one's the best one. Like it's like all these different things like that. And so we circle 7 times, and it's about like it's the wholeness and completeness of the relationship. Currently, like nowadays, if you go to more feminist ceremonies, progressive ceremonies, sometimes they'll share the load. So the girl will circle, the woman, the bride will circle 3 times. The groom will circle 3 times.
And then they circle.
So the circling each
together.
other is so weird. We did that. Sky walked around me a 4th time, and I just like did a netball pivot on the spot, and everyone laughed. Like, there's not so much space under a chuppah for you to both like circle each other. What is it? Like, it looks like the Lion King.
It does. So my couples usually they'll like hold hands and circle the chuppah
we didn't do
once
that.
together.
We did like I did 3, Sky did 3, and then Sky walked around me, and I just like pivoted on the spot.
There are
all the way
different
around.
ways of doing that. I really like that because it used to be this idea that the man, the groom, was the center of the home, and the woman was the homemaker, and so she's circling him. And, yeah.
One of the funniest jokes I made is when I had 2 friends who are married, and during our youth group days, it was like we were like 3 best friends, and I was like their third wheel, and they started dating. And when they were getting married, my friend asked me, she goes, "What do we do for the 7th one?" Right? Because it's this an uneven number, and I said, "I'll do it." You do 3, groom does 3, I do 1.
Did you?
Yeah. So that's the first 7 is the circling. You have the Sheva Brachot, which are the 7 blessings that happen under the chuppah, and they're really but also again to do with creation and wholeness, right? So it's still tied with the 7 days of creation, because like 3 of the blessings are like, "Blessed are you, God, who created man. Blessed are you, God, who created Adam and Eve and their union together." And so it's evoking this idea of creation and God as a partnership in humanity. And then at the reception, at the end of the meal, you say the same 7 blessings, the Sheva Brachot. You say those when you do like the grace after meals. So you build that into it. And then after the wedding, there's the custom that you have Sheva Brachot. Again, 7 blessings. So you have 7 different meals after the wedding, in the week after the wedding. And at each of those special meals, you're saying the same 7 blessings again when you're doing the grace after meals.
Okay. You said something about in the last episode that to be married, there's either a monetary transaction, a document which states his intention to marry the ketubah, and then sex.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember you mentioning that, but I don't think you got into it in our first episode.
Yeah. So according to our tradition, when you get married in the civil world, you sign a document and it's a judge or whoever is able to sign off on marriage as a celebrant. That's you.
Yes.
That legally makes you married.
Yes.
Right. Is it just the signing of the document, or you have to exchange?
No,
vows?
it's signing the document with 2 witnesses, and it's
then
a verbal. There's a verbal vow.
So that's all you need, and then you're considered married.
Yep.
The same way, according to Jewish laws, there's 3 ways that cinch that marriage.
Okay.
So you only have to do, I think, one of those 3 things.
Oh, that was my question. Do you have to do 1, 2, 3, or?
Well, I think you have to do 3, but even doing just 1 is considered that you're married.
So this is what surprised me. So are you saying that many, many years ago, if you had sex with someone, you were considered married to them?
It's sex with the intention of consummating a dedicated relationship.
Right.
Yeah. So it's not just like if you're a slut and you're going around stopping everyone in town, you're not married to all those people.
Yeah.
But you're having sex with someone with the intention that you're entering into a committed relationship with them.
Okay.
But that's the thing. The rabbis said that actually doesn't count towards, that doesn't define the marriage alone.
All right.
Right? Because the other things have to be witnessed. And this is what we spoke about a bit in the last episode. If it's a monetary transaction, you have you have to have a witness. The same way you have to have a witness a signature.
Yeah.
You have to have a witness watch that transaction.
Yeah.
And the way that plays out is that in a traditional ceremony, the groom has a ring. That's the monetary value that he's using to buy the bride.
Yeah.
And he puts it on her finger in front of the witnesses.
Yeah.
So if you've ever been to a more religious wedding or one that's run by a rabbi, they put the ring. We said this last time. We put the ring on the index finger because it's the most visible finger.
Yeah.
But the rabbi also makes sure to call forward the witnesses to watch it take place.
Right.
Right. Because it has to be, again, like in the secular world, witnessed. The same thing with the document. That's a ketubah. You have to watch someone sign it. You can't. It's not modest to watch two people have sex. Right. The rabbi said so that doesn't. And again, like they said. That it's just not done anymore.
It's not modest, but it happens more often than people care to admit.
Sex?
Watching people have sex. That is pornography.
Oh, I was like, what? Hell. Yeah, porn is a thing.
Yeah.
For a second, I lived in a pornless world. I totally forgot the concept of pornography.
Okay.
You had a question.
I did.
At the very bottom.
Sex before, during, and after marriage, why forbidden?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, sex before marriage.
Is it forbidden, is your question?
No, so I know it's forbidden, but I'd like to know when. Like, when did it become forbidden?
In the Torah, it's not forbidden.
Ooh. I think this moment needs more.
Look, let me stay again.
Okay.
In the Torah, there are stories of people having premarital sex or extramarital sex.
Okay.
Also in the Torah, when like, I think it echoes the secular world, right? A non-virgin can get married, and plenty of non-virgins did get married, but non-virgins are worth half of what a virgin is worth.
Oh. Okay.
It literally it all comes back to a woman's worth. How much how much do I buy this lady for?
And is that
So premarital sex it's discouraged because you're physically worth more had you not had sex before you were married.
But is that something that's in the Torah, or is that just something that
that's
commentary?
No, so again, if it's in the Torah or it's in the Talmud, it's Jewish law.
Okay.
Right? Like that's I don't have the exact like place where it's said, but like that's the accepted law.
Right.
Which again, it doesn't happen anymore because women are metaphorically bought, right? It's symbolic nowadays. But back then it was literally how much is your daughter worth, and if she's had sex, she's worth less.
You're talking about dowries and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly, 100%.
Okay.
But we have literal we have a story, and this is what I brought up because like you saw it happening all the time. One of our ancestors, maybe not all of our ancestors, but there's a guy who is an ancestor of the Jewish people. Mm-hmm. His name is Yehuda.
Okay.
Judah.
Is he the Maccabee?
No, this predates that by a lot.
Oh,
This
okay.
is Yehuda is the son of Jacob, of Yaakov. So this is like pre-Egypt, back in the day. Like we haven't even been through slavery yet.
Oh, hang on. As in, is he one of Joseph's brothers,
Yeah.
Yehuda?
Yeah.
Ah.
Exactly.
Okay.
He has sex with a sex worker literally on the side of the road, like at a motel. Mm-hmm. That's his whole story. So he's okay sleeping with someone who he's not married at the time. We know that she's not married, and he does like it's a whole story of like her. She like obscures her identity, but she sleeps with him, and they father children outside of marriage. They're not married at the time.
Okay.
They're descendant from that sleeping together, King David.
Really?
Yeah. So it's kind of like it's not condoned, right? The end of that story is that woman is almost put to death, and then she's like, "Hey, it's a long story. She tries. She. Should I tell you the whole story from start to finish?
No.
Okay. She obscures her identity, sleeps
Yes.
with him, falls pregnant. he finds out he finds out that his daughter-in-law, who's the woman that, he slept with, but he didn't know who it was, finds out she's pregnant. He's like, slut, dead. You're going to get put to death because I'm the leader of this town. She says, wait a second, you left this behind, and like holds up like his signifiers that she said, like that she took from him as payment kind of.
Oh. So receipts.
Yeah. She was like, you left your hat at my place is what she said.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, damn. Okay, never mind. You're not put to death. Right. So it's not like it's condoned. Mm-hmm. In fact, she's almost killed for partaking in extramarital sex.
Yes.
But it's something that's happening.
Okay.
And the fact that you have the signifier of virgin, non-virgin means that non-virgins were getting married, meaning that they were virgins. They were not virgins before they were married. You know what I mean? Like the fact that that category exists suggests that it's happening.
Mm-hmm. In my generation, when we were dating, there was the common phrase said to us by our elders, and that was like, don't sleep with them because then he won't buy the cow if he can get the milk for free.
Yeah, I've heard that too. It's,
horrendous.
Horrible. But I also think that just like we've built so much modern language around whether or not, like to say, because you were like, you're not allowed to have sex before marriage.
Yes.
You said that. You thought that was like a commandment.
I thought it was, yeah.
Jews are encouraged to have sex all the time, but we have but we do it for the sake.
Can you say that slower and into your camera?
The Jews are encouraged, like literally one of the first commandments we're given is be fruitful and multiply. How do you be fruitful and multiply if not,
Smooshing boots.
Smooshing boots. But there's but we've built all this beautiful language around doing it within a committed relationship and doing it for purpose and with intention and with someone that you love. And but at the end of the day, it's not like the forbiddenness still comes back to, in my opinion, what a woman's worth is at the time.
This is a major tangent because we're supposed to be focusing on Jewish weddings.
But it is part of Jewish weddings.
That's true. I have a whole list of things that annoy me about contemporary Jewish weddings.
Well,
but before
you had
we
a
get
question
there,
that you asked me,
Yeah.
and then I said, I don't know. Did they? You said, did Jewish brides traditionally wear purple? And I
Yeah.
said, did they?
I read that somewhere.
Never read that in my life.
Fact check. AJ, can you fact check that while we move on? I think originally they wore purple.
I think they wore whatever was like common at the time.
Such as, why don't
Oh yeah,
you?
what is that photo?
Yeah.
I totally forgot that was sitting there.
Yeah.
I want to look at it 1 sec.
So,
All right, this is AI overview.
will you allow it? Will you allow it, Shoshana?
Just for time's sake, I'll allow it.
Okay. Yep.
No, Jewish brides did not traditionally wear purple.
It's just what's common at the time, right?
Right.
So like we live in the Western world where for the past, 1,000 years, brides have worn white to represent their purity and their virginity. So that's what we do.
I think because purple was an expensive dye
Interesting.
back in the day, and so your wedding day was the day when you're supposed to be.
Well, you also have like in like Yemenite Jewish culture, they wear
Yes.
huge headdresses and
Yeah.
beautiful red, gold.
Yeah.
But again, that's not like, I don't think there's nothing that commands brides to wear something specific. You're more commanded to look and feel beautiful on your wedding day.
Yeah.
You know that there's a law in the Talmud that's like, if a bride asks you if she looks good, you have to tell her yes. like you're bringing joy to a woman or to a person on their wedding day. So you have to be like, beautiful, honey.
That's
like,
brilliant.
Yeah.
I like that. All right. So
why do all of these people have the exact same face?
yes, I know. So that is a photo of I think the people watching will be confused because there's a photo on the other side, which they can see. So that is an image of my grandmother's grandmother and grandfather. So it's my great
That's crazy.
grandmother in Odessa in like the late 1800s,
They
early
look
1900s.
Angry to be there.
That's the thing I love the most about it. They look so unimpressed.
There is one person who is smiling.
And I also love playing with this photo, twins or lovers. Like, there are a lot of queer people in that family, I just have to say.
You like proven
No, just by vibes.
just by vibes.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like you could copy and paste any one of these faces on the other ones and none of them change. They all look like the same person.
Are you accusing my family of into marriage with each other because it's possible.
Are you avoiding saying the word incest for like
Yes.
algorithm reasons?
No, I just forgot the word incest. Anyway, so yeah, that's the they're the people who started a pickle factory.
Wow.
In Marrickville.
Seth Rogen.
It's Seth Rogen's film. Terrible film.
But you know what it is though?
What?
I'll throw this in for free. A fantastic short story series. Simon Rich.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what the film's based
The
on?
film is written by the person who wrote this series. I think it was for the New Yorker. It
Okay.
was like a 6-part short story series.
Yep.
Fantastic. It is so good. So I had read it. My brother told me to read it like years and years ago, and then they made it into the movie.
Yeah.
The movie's fine.
Oh, it's
but
not
it
fine.
misses like all of the beauty of the short story. So like I nothing to do with Jewish weddings, but I will throw that in there.
What's it called?
An American fact check. One sec. La 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 la. That's my music while I fact check. Ringy dingy dingy ding. It's called Sell Out. 2013 short story Sell Out by Simon Rich.
Okay.
Highly recommend a read.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. I think I'm going to have a rant.
Go for it. But I'm going to disagree with part of your rant because I've already read it.
Okay.
But go.
There's a trend at Jewish weddings in Australia, and I've seen it from photos of people getting married in the United States, and I can't remember Israeli weddings, but it's something called shtick. And that is when at some point during the wedding reception, everyone's on the dance floor, people start bringing out little plastic glasses, feather boas, like just basically they go on a Temu or Shein buying binge fest and they buy all this crap,
I love
which
it.
in my opinion does not contribute to the festivities. It does not make your dance floor more fun.
No, but if you do it well, it does. I will also say, I will push back
Okay.
that in a lot of places they have gemachs, which is like a sort of communal library for a specific thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so they have wedding gemachs. And so all of the shtick,
Mm-hmm.
you're borrowing it.
Even worse, because then it's already been done.
No, it's better. Your whole thing is that it's like fast fashion
Yes,
shtick.
yeah, and
No,
it's
so
just-
you're reusing it.
no,
I
it
love
just
it. I think it's good. The whole point, I just said before, the whole point of the wedding, you're supposed to make the bride and groom happy on their wedding day.
Okay.
And that contributes to it for people.
I think there are other ways to make them
You know the
happy.
best part of shtick is, in my opinion?
What?
At a certain point in the evening, bride and groom get sat down on the dance floor like they are a king and queen, and all of the guests turn into jesters. Have you seen this?
No.
This is the best part, and this happens all over the world. And this
Okay.
is part of shtick, and this is part of like your goal is to entertain and make these people happy. So they literally sit them down on the dance floor like the king and queen. Everyone else becomes the court jesters. Boys doing push-ups. These guys doing like bottle dances, jumping over each other. Like you're outperforming
All right,
everyone
that
else.
I can get
It is
behind.
so
if it's
fun.
a talent quest,
Yeah, it's like literally a talent quest. But
And
like the music's playing, everyone's sweaty. All of the like ladies are on their side watching. All of the guys are like making idiots out of themselves. I love it. It's great.
okay, great. Just don't spend.
I've seen religious women, like fully religious women, do the worm
Yeah, that I can get behind.
to bring joy to the bride and groom, and then it brings joy to everyone else as well. I've actually only seen one religious woman do the worm, but I will think about that forever.
The other thing that people are doing in contemporary Jewish weddings, which I quite like, is the groom has their own entrance
It's
with.
not just like that's always.
No. No.
Not at your wedding?
I'm saying it at Jewish weddings.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's not like a contemporary thing. It's like an always thing.
I don't think it's always been a thing. I think back in the day, the groom would stay there waiting for the bride, like traditionally. Now I think it's from the advent, is that the word I'm looking for? The advent of Instagram and all that stuff.
No,
that
it predates that.
grooms want their own entrance.
No, always been a thing.
Do we need to fact check that?
No, because I know.
Okay.
Like as in like at my parents' wedding, which
Yeah.
predates Instagram.
Yes.
Your parents walk you down the aisle.
Okay.
That's fully before like
All
the
right.
contemporary times.
Great.
But I agree, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Grooms also deserve a little something on their wedding.
They
day.
do.
Yeah.
So parents standing next to the chuppah. It's a Jewish tradition that the parents stand by the chuppah.
I think they're supposed to technically stand on the outside of it, but usually
Yes.
everyone gets crammed underneath.
Yes. So it's, to me, there's nothing funnier, there's nothing more symbolic than the omnipresence of Jewish parents or in-laws by them being cramped under the chuppah. And usually when I'm the celebrant, obviously one party is not Jewish, so I have to be the one to tell the Jewish parents, just give them a little bit of space.
Yeah.
Or I have to tell the family that's not Jewish that they're required to stand by them. And they're like, I thought I was just going to be sitting in the front row.
No, you got to stand there.
Yeah. The next one I'm really passionate about. Cover bands singing Michael Jackson.
Interesting.
Hate it.
Why?
Because Michael Jackson is a pedophile, and I don't think that we should be dancing to his music.
That's a deeper question
At a wedding.
about cancel culture.
No,
and
it's
who
also just his
benefits
songs are
from-
annoying at weddings. So is Grease. If you put on Grease Lightning at a wedding, I will leave the dance floor.
Do you want to know the actual tea about covers at Jewish weddings?
Yes.
Okay. There is this conundrum in the ultra-Orthodox world of music, right? And again, you have these bands who are these fantastic musicians who can only do Jewish songs because you don't listen to secular music because it's bad for your soul, right?
Okay.
So it's like you're always listening.
Allegedly.
So you're only listening to Jewish songs. But then you enter this conundrum where so many Jewish songs are actually covers of non-Jewish songs. But if you pick that up and you tell on them, right, you're admitting that you too are listening to non-Jewish music. And so they get away with it. And so there's this video. It's one of the best videos in the From world. I will find it for you when we finish recording. I'll post it on my story when this comes out. But it is Shia and Perry's wedding dance. And like when like it's the first song that they will enter their wedding into. And it's a Lady Gaga cover. And it's like everybody, I think it's like, let's get married, Shia and Perry. Like it's paparazzi, but it's for Shia and Perry.
And no one knows this, and the people
It's a Hasidic wedding. And it's Lady Gaga. It is the best internet you will see. That's the actual tea. Like covers are fine because cover bands are amazing. But when it's like we're singing Mazel Tov and Simon Tov, but to Lady Gaga, the best.
We go to very different weddings, it would appear.
We do.
Jewish weddings in Western countries, I'm talking Australia, UK, United States, Canada, there is a tradition for speeches.
Yeah. You don't think there should be?
I think the speeches should be minimal. I think people should have more discretion with who they ask. And this is a message to fathers of the bride or groom. If you are mentioning your child's HSC or high school results in their wedding speech,
What if they're 19? What if they're child brides?
it doesn't even matter how well they did in university. Like, this is not the platform to talk about how amazing your child is. This is the platform to thank everyone for what they've done to get this couple to this point in time, or to talk about your future in-law and what you love about them. It's not the time nor place to be talking about how good your son is.
I think this is an every wedding. Like, this isn't specific to Jewish weddings.
No, it is. It really is.
I think slightly different.
Okay.
I think that most Jewish weddings I've been to, there's a very set formula for who gets to speak, and it's usually parents of both or either side, the bride and the groom together, siblings.
Or the brides together.
Or the brides together,
grooms
or the grooms together, yeah.
Yeah.
And siblings, right? That's like, sometimes the siblings do it like all together.
Yeah.
Right? So then that's like one speech, all siblings, one speech. And then usually another sibling is the MC throughout the night. So you like spread those jobs. Parents, that's 2 speeches because you usually have 2 sets for either side.
Yep.
And then the couple. So you're getting 3-4 speeches tops.
It's too long.
I agree that they need to be shortened. I agree that it's treated as like your type 5, right? The comedy hour shouldn't be. But I do think that speeches are important at weddings, and I insisted on having one at our wedding. Like I was the only speech at our wedding.
I see, that is what
We were like, we know that our parents aren't speakers. We don't want them to speak. Sky didn't want to speak because she knew she'd cry, so then I spoke.
Perfect.
But
That's all you need.
But I think it's better. I think it's nice to have siblings, optional. Mm-hmm. It's nice to have parents. Oh no, there's an alarm.
Viewers and listeners, there's an alarm going off, but we're almost finished with this episode, so keep going. The final thing that I will say, my final rant, you do not need bridesmaids and groomsmen. It's out of control. There's too many of them. I don't understand. Why are they all wearing the same thing? It looks cultish. It looks weird. It's expensive.
I'm sorry for yucking your yum on all of your different
That's fine.
things. I agree. Mm-hmm. I think the matching is silly. Mm-hmm. Have you seen South African weddings?
No.
Okay, so in South African weddings, they call the bridal party the retinue.
Yes.
And they are made up of, I've seen 30 bridesmaids.
Yep.
Like 15 of your nearest and dearest,
Yeah.
and then 15 men to match up.
Yeah.
That's too much. Mm-hmm. I do think there is a role for your close friends who are helping you with stuff in the wedding.
100%.
I think what's happened is that bridesmaid culture has turned into, it's all just the look of it.
Yeah.
And you want the title without putting in the work.
Yep.
Bridesmaids are supposed to be, you are helping me find flowers. You are helping me with actual tasks for this wedding. And in return, you are wearing a beautiful dress and you are symbolically part of my people in this whatever it is, right? What's happened is it's just gone crazy.
Yeah.
And then people get angry when they're bridesmaids, but then they're asked to do stuff. Yeah. I think the real thing that's gotten out of control is spending $1,000 on hens parties and things like that.
Yeah, and this is happening a lot in the Jewish community, and it needs to stop.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing about grooms, what are the bachelor parties? What do they call it? Bucks
Yeah.
trips
Hate
in
it.
Vegas.
Hate it.
Bucks trips. What is going on?
However,
Yes.
I will say
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for all of the batshit crazy internet posts that come out of bridesmaid politics.
Yeah,
That's the best stuff.
that's true.
I love it. Some of the best Reddit posts.
Some
I
of the
would
best
say.
internet.
Yeah.
Okay, let's wrap it up.
Shtetl.
We have shame segment.
Ach, shame.
Today's post comes from a Jewish Facebook group in a city,
In a
country.
somewhere.
Okay. Why don't you've been hearing a lot from me this episode, so why don't you read it today?
Does anyone know a way to convert by simply paying money and get a certificate recognized by some sort of Chabad? We don't believe in the nonsense, but just want our kid to have their future open. Dad is secular, Jewish, mum is just a person. Thanks. Yikes.
All right. Who do you reckon wrote this?
The dad.
Dad, you reckon? Yeah.
Yeah.
The dad.
Yeah.
It's a dad who is just fed up and frustrated.
It's a dad who has to reckon with some deep-seated internalized anti-religion stuff.
Yeah.
Because if you actually don't believe in the nonsense and you actually don't care, you wouldn't care. You know what I mean? You don't care so much that you still want your kids to be Jewish somehow. And I can actually talk about this a lot because what it also is it's someone who's drunk the, total Orthodox Kool-Aid, right? There are communities in Australia and around the world that would accept your kids as Jewish if you are partaking in their service, right? If you are going to a progressive synagogue and you're involved in community, those kids can be considered Jewish. They can have a very robust, open Jewish life. If you don't actually care, don't do it.
I see this through the lens of someone with kids and thinking about their enrollment in schools.
Exactly. But I'm if it doesn't matter to you, send them to a different private school.
No, I think it's this person thinking, well, the Jewish school is really good. I want them to go to Jewish school. And if the reform schools or the schools that don't care about patrilineal descent are fully they have no more enrollments, then I need to keep options open for the modern Orthodox schools. Therefore,
what I'm saying is if you actually don't care, this person doesn't care.
Yeah.
They don't believe in they don't, it seems as though they are not culturally Jewish either, right? They they want their kids to hold on to something. If you actually don't care, send them to a non-Jewish private school where you get equally as good, if not better, education. I think that this person deeply does care, can't admit it to themselves, hasn't had the proper conversations with their partner who they met, you know, when they were first went off the derech or whatever it is, and is just like trying to play it too cool. In summary, just like clearly it's important to just do the work, have some hard conversations and like do some inner work.
So are we shaming
Yeah, I'm shaming this
this
guy.
anonymous member?
Yeah.
All right. Shame on you.
Also for like not understanding what conversion is and not understanding the Jewish ethno-religion of what it means to like partake in community. Like listen to a podcast, learn some things.
Get a life.
Listen to Shame to Admit and understand what Judaism is.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. You've been watching / listening to Ashamed to Admit with me, Shoshana Gottlieb, and this, Tammy Sussman.
You forgot the Becca part of your name.
Look what I did. You've been watching / listening to Ashamed to Admit with me, Shoshana Gottlieb Becker, and you, Tammy Sussman.
This episode was brought to you by the Jewish Independent with Alleyway Productions. Sorry?
The Gin Dependent.
The vocalist in our theme song is Sara Yael. The siren in the background
It's
is
for free.
annoying. More credits in the show notes, which I encourage you to read.
Do you actually have show notes?
Yep.
Never read them.
Lazy.
If you enjoyed this episode, share it around and give us a positive review.
Really though, share it around, forward it to someone. If you like any of the content that's posted on Instagram, share it to your stories
But
with a
more
link to the show.
More importantly,
Yeah.
if you disagree with us, let us also know in the comments.
Yes, we like it.
We like it.
When you're disagreeing, it means you're listening. Thank you so much and see you next week.
Bye.